let's talk about the plan for the August pay-per-view here in WCW. What do you remember thinking when you heard about the plan to hold a pay-per-view in Sturgis, the home of the largest annual motorcycle event in the world?
Well, of course I was excited. I was very excited because that's my jam, and that was my life. I fit in. That was my mold, and they knew it, and so did Eric Bischoff. So a lot of people rented Harleys. Some of them had their own, and of course I had my own. And rumors have it that Eric Bischoff's talked about my ass all the time, riding behind me on my Harley to Sturgis, and how it was the best view of the whole fucking ride. Whatever, but I mean, because I mean, when I ride like I have a soft tail, and I would ride laying down on my bike, like
Really?
I would, yeah, uh-huh. Well, when you're riding 300 fucking miles, so I would ride and just lay down on the gas tank, like right here, and
Yeah.
I would come down like this, and I would put my back feet up on my saddlebag, so it's kind of like, and I would just like put it in, tighten up my gimmick, like cruise control, and just go. It was so great. My ass was all popped up in the air, so I never even thought of it back then. I wasn't. I mean, dudes and their lascivious acts. I mean, come on. That's. I guess that's a guy, but.
Yeah. Well, it's easy for me to picture the guys back
Oh,
in those
okay.
days drool. I mean, I'm a guy too, so I get it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, had you ever been to Sturgis prior to this?
Yeah, I have. A couple times going out there with friends and charity stuff. Yeah, it's a place. Back then, there wasn't really phones and cameras. Thank effing God.
Could you imagine some of the videos that would
No.
have made it out? Oh my gosh, just wild
Mm.
times.
I mean, there's a saying with me, and I have it in my house here somewhere. Tequila. I when I drink tequila, I either get naked or fight.
Man, and with that biker crowd out there, I'm sure that
Both of it was fantastic.
whew, crazy.
Let's see. I think I was one time naked on a bar having women doing belly shots off my only in Sturgis, baby.
And I mean, like, so it's a crazy biker crowd, and there's a lot of big, muscular guys coming into town with WCW. Did you see a lot of the bikers try to test the guys? Because I've heard that that's a thing.
Oh, I'm sure, but I don't remember any of that because I was just too into,
You're just having fun.
I was just in my element, and I was just like, yeah, they can sit there and flex on their Harleys. I mean, those bikers didn't give a shit because they'd take them out in a heartbeat. Yeah, the problem with the wrestlers is most of their muscles was in their mouth.
Yeah, that could be an issue out there too, I'm sure. Well, let's talk about the crowd here a little bit. Free admission, crowd composed mainly of bikers, as opposed to
Mm.
wrestling fans who are like invested in the storylines. What can you tell listeners about working in front of this unique audience?
Well, this audience was all for me. So, I mean, I fed off of them.
Mm.
And it was so good. You just knew how to do it, the timing. You knew what to give them, when to come back, and the USA, vroom, vroom, USA, vroom, vroom. It was so good. I mean, I couldn't have, it was just, it was a good highlight of I loved it. One of my favorite times.
Hog Wild, Road Wild. I always loved the atmosphere. I thought it looked so cool. It was such a cool concept, unique, to be sure. It is free admission for these bikers, as I mentioned. So it's like, yeah, maybe some money lost there. But Eric has said since that the advertisers that got involved with it, like Pennzoil or Valvoline, more than made up for any lost admission. Um,
Yes. Yeah.
well, here's the other thing I keep hearing about it is that the locker room situation was maybe less than ideal. What do you remember about the locker rooms at Sturgis?
I don't remember anything. I
I
think they were tents.
Yeah, I think I had heard like shipping containers, tents, and like
Yeah.
porta potties for your bathroom needs.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that's Sturgis, though. I
I was
wasn't even
gonna
bothered by it.
I was gonna
I,
say with
that,
your background, probably yeah, nothing, whatever.
I did. I see that I wasn't bothered. I wasn't prima donna. Anybody that bitched about it was making probably, six figures. I don't
Well,
know.
the I won't name any names, but the person I had heard bitching about it was certainly making six figures. So
Of
maybe that's what's
course.
going on. They were used to
Jesus.
the best of everything.
Uh-huh. Yes. That's the problem.